asked to do this a while back. I was on one of my streams to just talk about like my drums and stuff. But I have a lot. Like it's all put up, as you can see. This is normally where drums are, but we're in the process of moving, so stuff's kind of out of the way. I'll start with the pedals first. They're Iron Cobra, or not Iron Cobra, Thomas Speed Cobras with a modified pearl beater. This was the quad beater, but like the felts were all wore out, so I took them off and shaved down the end and just have the round part. So yeah, they're okay. I want to get some direct drives. I'm probably going to get some Axis within the next couple months, hopefully. And this is snare number one. It's got a quiet head on it. It's a, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a 14 by 5 Thomas Swingstar. I'm gonna end up taking the wrap. Oh, by the way, thanks to my good buddy Tim Diamond for selling me this drum set. It's all right here. It's all packed up and ready to go. But I'm gonna be taking the wrap off because some of it is really like warped and bubbled. So I'm gonna take the wrap off, clean it up a little bit, and I'm gonna stain it a black cherry, and then put a high gloss finish on it. So that's the first snare. Here's the second snare. Oh, that was so loud. It is really heavy. It's an old Yamaha. It weighs probably, I don't know, 15 pounds. It's really heavy. It's made out of steel, and I heated it up, so I kind of quenched it, and that's why it's got this color on it. This thing is so loud, it's stupid. But this is a 5.5 by 14. It's probably my favorite snare I have. And last but not least, this one weighs a lot too. It's a steel also, but this is an older, like 80s era Tama Superstar, I think. I don't remember, but it's from the 80s, and it's 10 lug, and it weighs a crap load. This one, it doesn't. It's got the internal muffler too, right here, built in. This one doesn't have the volume that the Yamaha does, but it's got a good like bottom end crack. So if you can get your hand on an old Tama, I think it's an old Imperial Star actually. You can get your hands on one, get it. They're worth it. And yeah, all the drums are panned over. All the drums are right there. They're panned out. They're stacked up. Yeah, just the straight black ones, like the bass drum and the toms right there. Those are from my buddy Tim Diamond. Thanks, man. And the other bass drum right here goes with this one because they're the same. They're both Swingstars. And yeah, I'm gonna take the wraps off. As you can kind of see on the bass drum, it's a little bubbly. But yeah, I'm gonna take those off and stain it. That's all that, and my rack's right here. It's over here in the corner. Cymbals. Start with the right. These are heavy too. This is, I don't know if the label's really wore out. It is a Sabian APX 22-inch. It was just normal ride, but I hammered out the bell, so it sounds just like the hand hammer power bell. It's a little bit more bright, but just because it's B8 beats, it's usually louder than B20. But I'm gonna get an HH power bell. But that's my first ride. Ride number 2. I have 2. It's a AX raw bell drive ride, 21-inch. I don't really use it a whole lot, but it is a really good ride. But the bell is a little too small for my liking. Like the sweet spot is maybe like an inch. It's like right here. Then it starts kind of getting a little dull. But it's real good. For being 22 inch or 21 inch, it weighs almost the same as the 21 or the 22. Alright. Some Chinas out here. I got 2 Chinas. First one is the only, I use all Sabians except this first one. It's a 16-inch Wuhan. It actually used to be an 18, but I bought this in 2014, and it just cracked like a month ago, and it's 2020. So A $50 wood on china lasted me 6 years, and it's still usable because I repaired it, and there's no cracks. They're if you can get them at the right, like, if they're made right, they're good. This is a it's a Sabian SR2, but it's a 17-inch. It was a AX Extreme, but when they send, like, teachers and stuff, like, borrow cymbals, they send them back to Sabian, and they'll turn them into these SR2s just to, like, clean them back up and sell them again. But yeah, this thing is nuts. This thing is awesome. I love this thing. That's those. These are the oldest cymbals that I have. These are my very first hi-hats. They are Sabian B8s. I invented it, and I've had these since 2005. So Sabian's the way to go. They make stuff that just, they don't know how to break. My main hi-hats now, those were my main hi-hats for, like I said, 14 years. But then I got these bad boys, HHX Evolution 14s. The bottom hat weighs probably as much as one of my snares, but yeah, they sound unreal. That's stupid how good they sound. They always say, you pay for what you get. You pay for what you get. These are $480 brand new, but they're worth it. Crashes. These are the last cymbals. These are Sabian AAs. This is an AA thin. Has a real, kind of like real thin but trashy kind of sound. 17-inch, and this is a 17-inch medium AA crash. Had a crack, I repaired it like a year ago, and it hasn't started cracking again, so I've had these since 2016, so these are good too. And, sticks are ProMark. See if you can't. Yep. I like these because the neck tapers off like a 5B stick while still being just a 5A. So it feels like a 5A, but it tapers like a 5B, so it's way more durable. Yeah, wood tips. All Evans drum heads. My monitors, my ear monitors are. I don't know if you can read that or not. Come on, focus. Fonge. They're okay. They're kind of cheaper, but you know they're pretty good. They sound pretty clear. I think that's all the drums. And all my hardware and stuff's still over there. I have silent heads, but yeah, that's about it.